Am I the only one that didn't know about Dianne Feinstein? All right, that was good, right, guys? All right, we're going viral now. Let's go to the moon. All right, it is September 28th, 2023, and welcome back to the John 2 Zone. I noticed on our TikTok we're not doing so hot, so I found this video and it said, like, here's some viral hooks that you could use to get viral. So we're just going to use that, and then we're just going to do the hooks. We're going to try them out, and then afterwards we can just figure it out from there. We can like riff on whatever.
Okay.
All right. So first one. All right. It feels like ad libs, but we'll just roll with it. All right. Dianne Feinstein just made this mistake. All right. Was that good? Okay. Let's do another one. What are some weird things that people don't know about Dianne Feinstein? All right. Here's the third. Why are you guys laughing? Nothing bad's going to happen to her. All right. This is totally reasonable to bring up. Welcome back, guys. This is definitely not pre-recorded from our usual time. This is September 30th, the last day of September, and welcome back to the John 2 Zone. It's John, your host of the John 2 Zone. Welcome back.
John 2 Zone.
Yep. Last day of September. Anything's possible.
Anything can happen.
A lot of things can happen. This episode is brought to you by college football. Yeah, this is just my Subway Surfer. What's happening? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They let that go to waste. Wow. Okay, well, speaking of college football, I know you guys haven't heard of it because you guys do not care about college football, but Deion Sanders plays USC, and to get his team hyped today, he had a morning game. He has the whole world in his hand. Like Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers were at his game, right?
Okay.
These huge celebrities at his game. The Rock was at the Colorado-Oregon game. Huge game. So today, pre-game, USC, big game. This is way bigger than their last game, where a bunch of people were there. This is USC ranked number 8. And he needed to bring in, they got destroyed against Oregon, so he needed to bring in the big guns to inspire the team. Guess who? He has the whole world in his hands. He can bring anyone he wants to inspire his team. Guess who he brings?
Kevin Hart.
No, DaBaby. It's insane. Why did he pick? I mean, I get picking DaBaby in like
did he like
2018, 2019.
Did like perform for them, or did you just talk to them?
No, he just talked to them. And I get like a 2019 DaBaby, because that's whenever he was like just coming up. That's whenever like I liked listening to DaBaby. That was before he started just hating people with AIDS.
Jeez.
Yeah. That was before he was just the biggest loser. Now he's just making TikToks of him cooking at home. But yeah, no, they brought in DaBaby. He's gone through like a hard life, but I feel like you could have just brought out anybody else.
I just want to know the reasoning behind that. Like, what was going through his head?
Look, there's a reason to bring DaBaby out. There's not a good reason to bring him out in 2023. Like 2018, 19 pre-cancellation, there's a reason.
I'm
2023, no.
I'm just picturing the team being like, the hell's he doing here?
The world has progressed past the need for DaBaby. Lil Wayne was there. They could have got Lil Wayne out. Anyone. He is an NFL Hall of Fame superstar. He was going toe-to-toe with the best. He could have brought out any football Hall of Famer to just rally the team, and he decided to bring out DaBaby. To be fair, it was a good game. They almost won at the very end.
Some people find inspiration in the most unlikely of places.
It is true, but the team also was down like by 30 in the first half, and then they came back after the second half, which I can only think to the early loss can only be attributed to DaBaby's presence.
DaBaby whispered under his breath a quiet, "Let's go."
I know. I mean, you only bring out DaBaby in 2023 to like. He walks in and he's like, "Let's go," and then walks out. That's
Drops
all.
A one-liner and then
let's go. That's all I need from him.
Don't need him to say anything else.
it's the baby. And everyone's like, let's go. That's all I need, really. It doesn't take much to get me hype.
The baby gets you hype.
He used to get me hype. No, he doesn't anymore. The let's go doesn't hit like it used to.
Damn.
It's sad. Strange, really, but what you gonna do? So, yeah. College football. I love the game. I love the sport. And I still just can't get it through my head. Why did he pick the baby of all people? He has so many people in the palm of his hands.
Could have brought you to hype them up.
Honestly, I might have. No, actually, I can't.
Some dude from the crowd, and you're like,
now this is John 2. John 2 has a podcast. Everyone's like, okay.
It's like, what would you say to them? What would you get them hyped up?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just pretend to be the baby.
I'd be like, now we got a bunch of dogs in this room, okay? Now all I gotta say, I'm looking at the date right now. It's September 30th. Anything is possible. Let's get out there. We'll lose by 60. Okay, guys, let's not do that. That's what happened to me in high school. That's exactly what happened to me.
What, you just gave a speech and then your team lost?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I told you, it was for the pep rally.
I forgot. The one where they made you clickbait.
No one else wanted to speak on the team, so I was like, I got it. It was a colder day in Texas. Cold enough to like, okay, people are going to need a sweater. So I was like, okay, I got this. All right, I'm about to hype up the crowd. One of my friends, he like told everyone, like, here's the team. Like, team's ready. Like, come out, support us. And then I go out there. I'm supposed to get the crowd hype, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I had to come up with something fast. So what I did...
John, talking to the mic.
I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. But anyway, I had to come up with something. So before I went out, I was... Either someone gave it to me or I thought up of it. It's very simple. It's... Don't bring yellow sweaters because we're going to bring the heat. And we lost.
No, say that while recreating the pose you had in the thumbnail.
He has no song where he needs to be doing. Yeah, so that was like super demoralizing. You know what's hilarious too? After that game, we didn't lose a single game until the playoffs.
Did you ever?
We won every single game after that game.
Did you ever speak to the team before a game again?
No. Well, that was out of pep rally. No one ever talks to, like, we didn't have anyone that articulate and that like hype. It was always a coach that hyped us up. It was never, but no, we had one guy that was articulate. He gave us a speech before like one of our games, and we were like, all right, bet, and then win streak. But that was like it was like a post. It was post that game. He like, I forgot what happened.
But they're just like, let's let John's goofy ass talk for a bit, see what he does.
All right, let him cook. Let's not. I feel like that's what happened. Actually, no, it didn't happen. But I like to believe that they were like, yo, let's just see what John's gonna do.
He's gonna fuck us over.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, to be fair, our offense played pretty well. I didn't have that bad of a game, so that's all I'm saying.
There's a personal matter. I get hyped up there.
Look, man, it wasn't me. It wasn't my fault.
Did I do that?
Actually, no, I did screw up a couple times that game, but let's not get into that. All right, this is about me and all the good things that I do and say. Not
even though
we're not supposed to reflect on the bad.
Though they're few, the good things.
The very few things that I can do competently. Yeah.
It's for a bit of John 2 lore.
John, yeah, that's a little the additional John 2 lore that we just all my flaws. First one is me slapping a child in Subway, and another one is just absolutely destroying our team's chances of. We didn't. It was a close game. It wasn't like a blowout, so it wasn't too bad.
Made you the man you are today.
It did. I was like, I should never speak to a crowd again. That's what inspired me to do.
Now I need a camera to talk to them.
All I need is one mic, one beat. Yeah.
I need 2 mics, one for Harrison.
I'll get rid of your damn mic.
I'll just give it to Luke.
That's fair.
If you're going to take it away, at least give it to someone.
Sorry, what did you say? Taco Bell was on. Got him, coach. Let's go.
Can't speak while your religion is present.
Oh, hell, the Taco Bell. But I was scrolling Twitter earlier today, and it was this super long tweet. I hate how we have what Elon was like, you can just write a whole article on Twitter now. But this one got to me. It was a guy talking about monkeys and how it's okay to punch monkeys in the face.
The hell?
Because they get super aggressive, right? And like whenever tourists come in, they see people with like backpacks and they're like, all right, monkeys, let's go attack this guy. We're going to get food from him and we're going to be able to just take whatever we want. So this guy,
premise of a certain movie.
We're not talking about that.
Okay.
All right. That's a whole episode.
Yeah,
that's a whole other episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about a 2-hour long one.
Mm-hmm. But it was this guy. It was like a great grandpa was telling someone in their family, like a grandson, like, yeah, no, you have to punch monkeys in the face, or just punch them in general, because if they get too like close, then they're just gonna start like bullying you. So you need to like get them away from you. So punch them.
So this is just high school.
What?
You get bullied by the monkeys because you're wearing a backpack, and then they just like try to steal shit from you.
Harrison, I didn't know you went to high school in a zoo.
I thought it was just high school.
No, I don't know where you're going with this. Where are you going with this?
I don't know.
God damn. Anyway, so this man takes like whoever it is that's tweeting this to like a national park with monkeys. First thing he does, finds the biggest monkey, punches him square in the face. Jesus. He walks up. The tourist is there. The monkeys aren't even coming up to him. He just walks up and just
in cold blood, just.
Yeah, and the monkey stayed away from him the whole time.
I mean,
they stayed away the whole time.
I mean, I guess, but like.
This is your sign to go to a national park and punch a monkey in the face. All right. Fellas, do that, and ladies are going to love you. I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, did they have any monkeys in India that you could have punched?
They didn't get close enough to me. They knew to stay away.
All I'm thinking about is the whole Travis the Chimp story right now.
Yeah, that one too. But no, I'm thinking more. I'm going to go around the world and just start punching monkeys in the face. They're calling this man a hero.
What are his motives?
And it's just there's like nature, there's like PETA, and they're like, why is he doing this? He's not even killing them. He's just punching them.
We need to take down John the Monkey Puncher.
Well, I think he's doing God's work. This man is saving America and our core by punching these monkeys in the face.
Doing the work that everyone else is afraid to do.
They're saying this man will go down in history as the GOAT. He is a Muhammad Ali of punching monkeys in the face. I want to see a highlight reel of just me punching monkeys in the face with the Muhammad Ali. I'm going to show you how great I am. I want to fly, can you?
They put you in the ring with them. You're just like sizing them up.
Give me a spot to reach for, tell me. That was the video. The initial video that I saw was a guy squaring a monkey up. Like he started like punching him. And so that's just going to be me. It's going to be a highlight reel. And it's going to be like 20% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. And it's just going to be me like uppercutting a monkey. Just like choke slamming.
So what do you do in your free time?
I punch monkeys. So, oh wow. So you're a god. You're just a god in human's clothing, aren't you?
I try to stay humble about it.
Yeah. But that's... Now I kind of just want to do that. Just go punch.
Now you're just inspired.
Yeah. It's very funny because, like, that's just, like, animal harassment if I go and do that. There's so many, like, odd things you could do. Is it illegal to punch monkeys in the face?
Depends on where you...
Because this is not self-defense. I am punching them to establish dominance.
I'm also just thinking of the monkey's perspective. They're just chilling there and all of a sudden just BAM!
Yeah, because they know they want to harass you, but then they get punched in the face and they're like, well, I'm not going to harass him. But it's like, whenever it does should I wait to punch a monkey in the face, or should I just start wailing on him?
Just bring a bat.
Just have like a... just I walk around parks with just like beef jerky. I'm just like looking around. I'm baiting them all, just like.
Who's it gonna be?
See, this would all be very illegal if monkeys were people, but since they're not people, like explicitly, it's a little bit more ambiguous. It's like this feels like entrapment. Like you're holding out a stick of beef jerky, and you're like, "Ooh, monkeys, come get this beef jerky. You know you want it." Wham!
This is just self-defense.
PETA is calling this man the worst man on earth. Worse than Hitler.
Monkey baiter.
He's entrapping monkeys and punching them square in the face.
His secret beef jerky.
I love that. Just baiting monkeys.
Anybody want a piece?
God, Planet of the Apes, except it's against one man.
Just beating them up.
He's not killing any of the monkeys, just punching them in the face. They're all like superhuman intelligent monkeys too, and they're just like looking around. They're just like, we gotta stay away from him. Like, is he armed? Like, no, he just kind of like mean. He's just kind of a dickhead.
Chicago man broke into the Lincoln Park Zoo monkey enclosure.
He says he wants to establish dominance.
No, I'm just thinking about like your
local authorities have arrested this man because why the hell would we let him run loose?
Imagine like you're just like this family and you're going to the zoo and all of a sudden they just see you hop in the enclosure and you're just like picking fights.
I love that. I'm gonna treat it like that one commercial with that's that football guy where they're like, "Nice game, John." I'm gonna like take off my shirt, throw it at him, and I'm be like, "Thanks, man." I'm gonna like go in the enclosure and just.
Okay, so I just want to ask, what do you think the chance is of there being other monkeys in Chicago besides the ones at the Lincoln Park Zoo? Because like this is a big ass city. You think that there's like at least one person who illegally imported a like capuchin monkey or something? And
100%.
It's like the Community situation where it's just a monkey hiding in the vent, just stealing everyone's.
Annie's boobs, the paw. I'll say like 5.
5%?
No, just like 5 monkeys.
You think there's 5 monkeys in Chicago besides the one at the Lincoln Park Zoo?
Bare minimum 5.
All right.
That's the floor I give. Because there's definitely like, there's for sure 2 people. And then that 3 is just kind of like the plus or minus. The, what do scientists do? The margin of error. Yeah. Margin of error is 3.
What's the margin of error for monkeys in Chicago?
5. There are 5 monkeys in all of Chicago.
As bad as it sounds, I hope there's one that's just like wildly roaming. That's like you see it and you're like, the myth is true. Stitch this video if you have a monkey in Chicago. There, that's going dummy viral. And that's how we get our stats.
That's how we're doing it. I finally figured out YouTube algorithm.
You're telling me this, but
you just put like the weirdest like caption on it. Not like the weirdest caption,
Cleveland
but like
Brown is a tragic character.
That one did numbers. The last one we posted was numbers, where it was like, "Help me find the kid that I slapped," something along those lines. It has to be super vague and it has to be just like outlandish.
And no one has still come forward about being slapped in the face in a subway?
Dude, none of these have gone viral. We're never going to find this kid.
You never know.
I never hope to find this kid.
Just an update on the monkeys in Chicago situation. I just found an article from Journal Courier from 2022 in August. Illegal monkey shipment to Chicago prompts public health concerns. A total of 720 long-tailed macaques, also known as primate monkeys, traveled on a flight this month from Cambodia to Chicago on Hainan Airlines, headquartered in China, then were transferred to South Texas.
Oh, wow.
A journey PETA leaders are claiming violated the Federal Animal Welfare Act, resulting in possible public health concerns. So I think the Animal Welfare Act is probably what you would run afoul of for the monkey punching.
I guess so. And there was 700, so there's got to be...
Let's say, where are they?
120.
Let's say, where are they now?
I was right. There's more than 5.
But
I won.
The question is, where are they now?
Everywhere.
They're living among us.
So it says the final destination for the monkeys, a pharmaceutical research company in Alice, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Alice, Texas.
Oh, Alice. Oh, wow.
Oh, well, they have to go back to Texas? Lame.
Oof, that's close.
John, it's your
There's
sign.
one at 3739 Greenview, and he's on camera, baby. Let's go.
Thought you said no monkey business on the show today.
I'm always doing monkey business. You know me.
You and the
I'm
cube.
always on my monkey grind.
You and the cubes with the monkey business.
You better not be monkeying around, my goofy ass.
My monkey ass.
Also, like Luke, that they were 720 macaques. Oh, look, there's an eagle.
Yeah, this game is getting good. I'm not paying attention, but it's I don't know. There was like that one moment whenever you panned over, it looked good.
I like how you look. I like how you look forward, and it's three things: the TV, the camera, and Luke.
Yep, it's true. It's lots of things to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, speaking of the cold open, not speaking of the cold open. Well, I mean, we did open off with that. Another topic I wanted to get on was Jamal Bowman. I think this happened today. He just pulled the fire alarm at what's he in, Congress or Senate? I think he's a congressman. Yeah, because he's in the squad. He's a congressman. He just pulled the fire alarm. He let there's just a picture of him. I'm still trying to figure out like what his explanation is for why he pulled it, but I fully support him in all of his.
I saw a fire.
No, there's no fire at all. The photo is hilarious because it's just him. The fire alarm is just like it's an aerial like super grainy.
Like the videos like to make footage.
Yeah, the security camera would be like, all right, who pulled the fire alarm? And it was just him, just right before he pulled it. And there's no fire. He is just looking at it, just like
become lawless.
We need more congressmen that fall to their intrusive thoughts.
have the willpower.
Start punching monkeys.
The congressmen need to start doing two things: pulling fire alarms and punching monkeys.
They're calling him the best politician of all time. They're calling him a man of the people.
He might be the first person to bridge both parties.
I know everyone's like, I can't believe someone like this would be in power, and it's like it's pretty funny. I don't know.
This guy's kind of a nut.
we need someone in Congress that's just like, this would be pretty funny, and that's their only motive. Just like, what's the funniest outcome, guys?
Just like imagine anyone else that's currently in there. Like imagine like Bernie Sanders doing that.
Yeah, I just want to see a politician run on a platform of for the bit.
For the bit, yeah, that's true.
That could be you, John.
For the bit, by the bit. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna eliminate the Constitution just because I feel like it.
For the bit.
John 2, 2088. For the bit.
Oh my goodness! I tried to look up Jamal Bowman, and I accidentally put Brownman.
Hey now, John.
Oh no! Oh no!
What are you trying to get at here?
Under investigation for pulling an alarm as McCarthy compares it to January 6th. They're calling it the next 9/11.
Here comes the trials.
I've been saying this. When you think about how other people were treated when they come in and wanted to change the course of what was happening in the building, come on, get real. Get real. I don't.
Joel Bowman was fighting for his country, and
yeah, today at 12:05 p.m., a fire alarm was activated on the second floor of the Cannon House office building. The building was evacuated. Democrats appeared to try to delay starting the vote, which they had been given very little notice about. Many complained the Republicans were trying to vote before Democrats had time to read the bill. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was justified. 100%. Yeah. I'm all but I love that. Just
this is an invasion.
A guy that just like can't stop intrusive thoughts. Like they're all just like sitting there in Congress. It's like they're addressing the country. Just someone stands up. You're gay. Sits down. They're like, what did I just do?
I'm honestly loving this trend of the Democratic politicians just getting a little goofy.
They should. No, they do.
Between this and Tony Evers pulling the thing with the like the school tax bill or whatever.
What did he do?
John, have you heard about that at all? Here, Luke, you can probably explain it best, I think.
Yeah, so at some point when the previous governor of Wisconsin, Scott Walker, was in office, the Republicans passed some sort of bill for the governor to be able to do a partial veto, like just cross out like specific parts of any bill that's being passed. And of course, now that the governor is a Democrat, Tony Evers, there was a bill for school funding a couple months ago where the Republicans wanted it to like have whatever funding it was expire by 2024. So it was like I think it was they had it like the period of time that this funding was for was from 2023 to 24. But the way that Tony Evers changed it was he vetoed only the zero and the dash and one of the twos, so it ended up saying I'm pretty sure what ended up happening is that this funding is now passed through 23-24. So just by removing those little bits of the letters there, like and this got passed, like this is actual law now. So they just did a little goofy thing and then removed those 3 characters, and now there's funding for schools until 23-24.
Damn. What a goofy little man. I was trying to. I was hearing it as 23/24, not 23/24.
And so then the Republicans were like, "Wait, no, you can't do that." It's like perfectly legitimate.
You just did.
Yeah, it's like you did not check it. Yeah, I feel like Tony.
Imagine giving that power to someone. They're like, it's a gun law. Someone crosses it out, put fun. Everyone must have fun.
No, I feel like Tony Evers is the definition of like goofy grandpa who's just like still sharp.
What are other things that you could just like do that for? Let me think. Manslaughter. Slash out the S. Man laughter.
Man laughter.
He's arrested for man laughter.
He was laughing.
Me if man laughter was a crime. Just FBI.
In cuffs.
Boop, boop, boop. What else? What are some other goofy laws?
I know there's like I don't know if you get these too on TikTok, John, where it's like random laws in states that like are completely wild. Like I think there's something.
No, I'm normal.
Okay, well, but there's something in the state of Illinois that
Sorry, boss. I don't get politics on mine.
I forget what it is, but I think it was a law that an apartment can't have more than 5 women in it. It was, I think.
Oh yeah, because they want to like stop brothels.
Yeah, there's like brothel laws or something. It's like,
yeah, come on, you should know.
I mean, it's
know laws.
like pretty much ignored now.
Of course,
but it's like of course, but like the fact that it's still there, it's just like
it's only going to be used on like minorities and women. That's the only purpose for those small little laws. That's it. God damn. We should do laws just to attack like singular people. That's what I'm gonna do. If I'm ever in office, I'm just gonna target individuals. Just like Elon Musk, arrested.
Restraining order.
That photo with you and Ghislaine Maxwell is gonna be plastered all over. That's gonna be the new logo for X. I'm gonna change it back to. I'm just gonna change the name to Elon was on Epstein Island. No, Elon was not cool enough to be on Epstein's island.
I want to say there was some TV show with a plot line in one episode that, like, the villain was trying to make it illegal for the hero's name to, like, be legal.
Yeah, no, that was the Venture Bros. That was the Monarch.
So.
Trying to make Rusty's name legal. Because that's how 21 got adopted, because they...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, no, that was the one how 21... joined the Monarch. Was like they tried to capture this lawmaker, and he was on a middle school trip to DC or something, and they kidnapped him instead of the lawmaker. And so they're like,
oh yeah, I remember that. All right,
make the name Rusty Venture illegal.
God damn it.
I wasn't expecting to go in so much Venture Bros lore right now.
Let's stray away from that. People don't need to know that we're nerds, the biggest of nerds.
That was already apparent, but all right.
Me if they made John 2 illegal. Yeah, no, we're nerds, but we can at least hide it a little bit. Me if they made John 2 illegal. Boo, boo, boo. We want you dead. It's already illegal to be John 2. They're already silencing me.
While you're making
my
moves in
podcast.
silence.
It's because only some of my shorts get 6 to 7 views. They're like, can't allow this. Welcome back from the intermission. Last episode, we ended off with me saying I'm just one psychotic breakaway in the notes, and I had no idea what I meant by that. But then I remembered, and I got like really scared. It was I need to get beer to calm me down for it. I figured out. So what happened was, I think that night I woke up and I remember one of the dreams, and it was like, everything is fake. Like, don't trust anything. Like, wake up to reality. Like, take the red pill. And I woke up and I was like, what was that? I was like, I've never had these thoughts in my life. And, well, actually, no, I have.
It's a sign.
I think everyone has a reasonable amount of, like, everything I know isn't real. There's a healthy amount. But I feel like sometimes I'm like, I need to calm down. I need to talk myself down from eating the little silicone gel pack. Being like, do not eat it. And I'm like, welcome to reality.
Sometimes intrusive thoughts are...
What if I shoot myself in my head, but I go to the real reality?
I'll make it to the next realm.
That's what's going to happen. I'm going to be like, if anything bad happens to me, it's going to be on my own accord. And it's going to be just my negative thoughts.
And you're just like, what if?
What if reality wasn't what I thought it was?
You just pull a Leonardo DiCaprio's wife from Inception.
Yeah, pretty much.
The dream is the real world.
Too many dreams. But yeah, no, that's what I meant. Because I think I had that one. And then I think I had another moment where I was like, nothing's real. Nothing's real. It's more of like, the intrusive thought back. That's why I relate so much with Jamal Bowman. I'm like, sometimes the intrusive thoughts make some points. And I'm like, maybe I do need to pull the fire alarm. And just...
the fire alarm is the pill you need to take to get you to the other side.
The red pill is more of like a symbolism for like, you need to randomly just punt Winston across the room. Anytime he like walks right by your foot, you're like, I could just do it. He could just go flying. He's not even caring. He's right there. He's listening in. He's not going to do anything to me.
He's taking in this information as plotting his next move
Winston, your
you.
downfall is imminent. I'm going to punch you across the room. There's nothing you can do about it. And look at him. He's sitting there. He's no, you thought. I'm tricking the viewer. That's what I'm doing. You look at me and I laugh, but that worked on someone.
I feel sorry for that someone.
That's called acting. Aren't you supposed to be in the film industry? Wait a minute. You guys were on strike. You know nothing.
I'm not even in the industry right now.
This is the industry. This is John 2 Industries.
If this is the industry, I don't want it.
Well, too bad. No, this is going to be except everyone you work with is going to be 20 times thousands. It's going to be 20 times worse than I am.
Luke and I want fair wages, so we just strike against you, and then you're just like, you guys suck.
You guys aren't getting paid at all. We go over this every...
10 times the salary, John. Give us 10 times the salary.
Okay, I can give you 10 times the salary.
No, this is meeting
That's something we can get across.
I'm glad...
Strike averted, then.
I'm glad our demands could be met so easily.
Yeah, I know. There you guys go.
Strike lasted like 10 seconds.
Good. 10 times fucking 0. There we go. We just 10 times y'all's salary. It's insane.
My life's about to change.
Why don't the studios just do this? It's so easy.
Yeah, I mean...
10 times your salary? Okay.
Budget approved.
Disney bankrupted. Genius lawyer proved to be idiot. Guys, hold up. It's like... The world economy has crashed over one idiot's mistake. He tried to 10 times their salary, but it was only $0.
Checkmate.
Checkmate, liberal, and just dude shot in the back of the head. Mickey Mouse himself was like, I can't handle.
The big mouse.
The big. Why do you call him the big mouse? He's the big cheese.
Okay.
Come on.
Sorry.
This is a John 2 zone. We're innovative here. We call him the big cheese. The big cheese. The big cheese. Yeah, no, I'm going to... That psychotic break is imminent.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
that psychotic break is gonna happen.
You say we're more creative here, but
it's gonna take 3 more beers, and I'm gonna be like, none of you are real. Get away from me.
I just get that walking out the door in the morning. I'm just like, none of this is real.
None of this is. This is all fake. My homie Steve Temptation said none of this is real. It's true. It's the voices in my head, aka my Twitter group chat. I keep on posting. I'm like, guys, what should I talk about today? And it's just my boy Peters being like, talk about Dalvin Cook. And I'm like, why would I talk about Dalvin Cook in any world?
Well, here we are right now.
Yeah, I know. And it's going to be his demise. I'm going to find him. I'm going to go to Canada. I'm going to hunt him down.
Canada?
Yeah, he's in Canada. Damn Canadian.
You met a real Canadian?
Technically, no. I've never like I said, he's a voice in my head. He's not an actual person.
He could maybe not even be Canadian. Could have been lying to you.
He's not real. He is not real.
Wait, people live in Canada in your head?
They do. It's true. Speaking of a psychotic break that I'm close to fantasy football just crushing me.
That's every year.
Last year I was goated. I lost 1 game last year, and that was in a pay-to-play league.
No.
I lost 1 game, and it was still like a really close game. And then this year, I was like, you know what? Wait a minute, I'm goated. Let me join 2 leagues. I haven't won a single game in either. I haven't won, and it's frustrating. At least one of them I paid for, the other one I didn't. So I'm like, okay, no money lost there, just pride. I can take a little hit of pride. I do this podcast, and I take a little hit of pride. I see people that like viewed my story and just didn't interact, and I'm like, yeah, no, that hurt. But like, they're in the right. You see one of your friends making a podcast, you're like, you gotta let him just work it out.
It'll be over soon.
Whatever's going on with him, he's gonna figure it out.
Give him some time and he'll figure it out. It's a natural stage.
You just gotta be supportive. You can't tell him no.
Just say he's funny.
Like his posts, subscribe to his YouTube.
Indulge his delusions.
Indulge my delusions, please. Like every single thing I post. And then once I realize it's dumb, then that's it. The podcast is over. Psych. I'm going to just keep on growing. Capitalism mindset, baby. I'm going to keep on growing. I'm going to keep on lowering your paycheck.
After you just multiplied it by 1,000.
I just times it times 10. What more can you ask from me? I'm such a generous employer.
I am a generous god.
Next thing you know, we're gonna get a pizza party for our work.
You guys don't deserve a pizza party. I guess you spaghetti.
It's a spaghetti party.
And it's just gonna be spaghetti. It's not gonna be sauce or anything. Not even cheese.
Is the spaghetti cooked? At least do us that.
I'll air fry it.
Broil it.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any state fairs out there that have deep fried, like, uncooked spaghetti?
I pity the poor person that gets lured into eating that.
Yeah. I feel like we're...
Have you seen that video? It's like that one channel, Cooking with Kay, where she like wraps just uncooked spaghetti in uncooked ground beef and puts it in the oven. Like my take on bolognese.
Those, oh my goodness, those make me like, they make me sick to my stomach, but I'm such like a, how do you say it?
One for punishment, a masochist?
I am that, but that's not what I mean. I'm a curious eater. I'm like, what does this taste like? Can I eat all of this? How is it going to feel in my stomach? How is it going to come out?
I want to see how this will
Who's to
pass.
say? Yeah. How will this look in my stool? Let's find out.
Will I gain nutrients?
Is this even edible? Will I live to tell the tale?
Yeah, the worst kind of those are just the ones where they like end up encasing it in a block of cheese or something like that. You just know you're going to be shitting out your ass for the next year.
Those are the best. I see blocks of cheese and I'm just, oof. You can't tame me. I see
that goes right down the hatch.
Dude, I see a block of cheese and I just want to eat it. Just want to take a
feral.
Just a little bite. That's the most appealing thing. Like cream cheese, like whenever I used to make the orzo and I would put cream cheese with the orzo, every time I saw it, I'd be like, I wish I should just take a block of it and just eat it.
We should take John up to Wisconsin sometimes. Just take him to it.
Bring him to the Mars Cheese Castle.
He just eats it.
John too, that goes to the University of Wisconsin over DePaul, is just like 20 times bigger. I'm taking up this whole couch. I'm just
you
what's up, guys?
Career path change. You become a cheesemonger.
I'm a cheese aficionado. I just have cheese and beer. I'm like, this is good. Tune in for next episode, and I'll try another cheese. I'll never run out of cheese. I will always have cheese. Cheese. All right, we're losing some steam. Peters, your Dalvin Cook bit sucks. I hate you. Just kidding. I got to get revenge on him next time because he beat me first week, and I've lost just continually. I just need to come back. And once I do, I'm going to flex on my haters. Actually, no. Why didn't you guys stop? Never hate. Wait your turn. Good job, Peters. Cheers. Happy for you. Good job. Bail me out. Come on, talk something. You guys always talk whenever I have something to say.
It's more entertaining you just kind of watching you like fumble around until you find something.
That's entertaining for you, not them. Come on.
Oh.
All right, screw you. You're not allowed to talk. Oh. Okay, here we go. Click off psychotic break. We don't have to talk about that again. One of the talking points is catch a vibe with anyone. I feel like I could. I feel like you put me in a room with someone, I'm going to catch a vibe.
Could you catch a vibe with Kim Jong-un?
Hell yeah. What are you talking about? That's easy. He likes basketball. That's such an easy. Why is it? I'm being truthful. That's 100%. It's such an easy.
Didn't he import an NBA player or something?
Him and Dennis Rodman are just homeboys.
Oh yeah.
Name someone I can catch a vibe with him.
Putin.
Catch a vibe, easy.
Yeah.
We can run around
Played
shirtless.
Basketball with him. That's just the answer for all the catch vibing.
I wish I could play basketball with Putin.
Wait, do they have to be alive?
Yes, because I'm not going to let you say Hitler. I'm not going to let you say...
I wasn't going to say that.
Yes, you... Okay, maybe I would have said that.
You were really anxious to catch a vibe with him.
No, because if you said you could catch a vibe with anyone, I'd be like, okay, Hitler. And you would have been like, oh.
Ooh, I got another one for you. Ezra Miller.
Easy, yeah. That's the thing. Will I be long-term friends with him? No. But those guys that are like short fuse, you know how to calm them down. So I just don't do that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, in this case, would you just join him in putting a baby in a microwave?
Yeah, no, that's how we catch a vibe. Let's go find a fucking baby and let's do this.
In you go.
Easy. I could be like,
I
think
Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah. Mostly because I wouldn't have to like necessarily talk to her. I would just talk to all of her like political aides that help her. The ones that are little puppets. I could be like, so how does it feel? Just parading around this old woman.
What about Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, we could talk about Southern things. I could be like, man, I hate you, but
Ron DeSantis?
Look, I'm not going to be friends with these people. It's like, let's say like this person like has a gun and like in the back of their pocket and there's no police around. And it's like, I want to befriend this person rather than them. Be ready.
POV, Ron DeSantis approaches you with a gun. Can you catch a vibe with him?
Amen. I've hung out with so many. That's the thing about me, since I've been in both, super conservative Texas and like super lib Chicago. I know what to say to someone to get them to not hate me. That's what I do in most conversations. I'll just stay quiet, wait for someone to say their beliefs, and I'm like, okay, we'll work around this.
So I guess what would you find the hardest like characteristic to like work with?
I don't know. It would probably have to be not conservatives, not
Gay
super
people.
libs. I guess just like people with the poker face that like don't say anything. But like even then, if someone doesn't say something to you, you just don't say anything back.
All right, John. What about Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
But you said you can't work with a poker face.
God damn.
Got
Still.
his ass.
This might have been a checkmate. My queen is stuck in the corner,
Once
but I'm gonna
again,
find a way to get out.
Luke has taken you down.
No, I'll talk to her about her poker face. I feel like it's the hardest, but it's not hard at all because, someone doesn't give you anything. You're like, okay, I don't give you anything back. Of course I can catch a vibe with Winston. He has come into my room and just like laid on me a couple of times. You guys just don't see it. Off camera, we fight a lot, but off camera, that's my slime. All right.
That's your slime.
Yeah, that's my slime. You guys don't use that phrasing, so you wouldn't get it, but you know what I mean.
We wouldn't get it. We're not slime like you.
I'm not gonna do that. I was about to do like a gang sign, but like it's something that like a lot of white kids use. So it's like, okay, it's lost all meaning. But I still don't want to do it. I don't do it in my normal everyday life. So why am I gonna do it here for like some 12-year-old to be like, wow, he does it too?
No way. He's just like me.
Mm-hmm. It'll be awesome. Yeah. See, I can catch a vibe with anybody, pretty much.
Okay.
Hands down. I'm also, the more we've like posted the podcast, the more clips I've gotten from other podcasts, and I'm like, damn, we're going against some powerhouses, like trying to, you forget how like
saturated the market is.
Very saturated. But a lot of people don't do it right. So there's some things that like, oh, okay, you can find an avenue of someone that, there's also like 7 billion people, so you can find a niche.
One that talks about punching monkeys in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Our podcast is for the low-key indie kids that can kind of hoop a little. That's me.
God.
If you listen to Soccer Mommy and you know who Chris Middleton is, this podcast is for you.
I don't know who either of those people are.
Exactly. Well, I mean, there's more people, but this is who I'm for. And then we also have people that like King Gizzard and paint their fingernails. So we got a podcast for you too. I feel like there's a little bit of overlap, just not Harrison.
No.
Yeah, but no, there's just so many, like Travis Kelce and like Jason Kelce. Like that's like, what are we gonna say that's more entertaining? That like, oh yeah, me and Taylor Swift went on a date. Like it could be the most boring date of all time, but people are gonna tune into that more than just like some brown kid with his roommates.
You beg them to help him out.
Exactly, yeah. And what's worse is that they hire people that know how to do social media. So like, you look at their pages and they're doing everything right, and you're like, okay, yeah, this is it's rough. We're gonna have to. What's the difference between me and Jason Kelce? I got a little bit of brown boy swagger. It's brown boy autumn, and I'm gonna have to cook. That's all I said. Ah, that's incomplete, you idiot! Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I'm not betting on this game, so I have no dog in this fight. But we'll see. That's what we need to become. We need to become an indie podcast, but also like sports betting. We just give people the worst picks of all time.
I mean, I can do that.
I would say you could ask any of us to like do sports picks.
Let's put together a Luke parlay.
Just have the most random.
We'll put like,
and it works.
Let's see, because by the time this podcast comes out, we'll know. So let me look up NFL players. Let's put. I don't have, and I do have other things on my.
All right, the one stipulation I have is that you have to put at least one Cleveland Browns player on there, because I have a bet with a friend from high school that if the Cleveland Browns ever win the Super Bowl, that he gives me $10.
Oh, nice.
And there's no like reciprocal anything. It's just that if the Cleveland Browns ever win the Super Bowl, he just gives me $10.
Oh, you better hope. It's gonna be a little rough if they win it like soon. Because Deshaun Watson, do you know who Deshaun Watson is?
Nope.
Okay, so he was on the Houston Texans. He was a really good football player, and the Houston Texans traded him away because he had a bunch of massage women come over, and he wanted them to touch them in places that was very, and so it was the worst. It's the worst deal of all time. The Browns sacrificed their souls. Every single person in that organization was like, we do not care. We just want to win football. And he sucks. So, yeah. I hope not in this lifetime, but at some point, not right now.
Yeah, the way that you started that sentence, I thought you were going to say he had some misogyny, not massage girls. And that, like, I mean, it's essentially the same thing. But
I was going to say, I'm like, wait, where's he going? I was going to say, I'm like, wait, where are you going with this?
I'm always going somewhere with it, all right? So let's pick out, let's see. For this one, it's not going to be like money. It's going to be players like over and unders. So like if this player gets this many yards, just pick, he's either going to get over this many yards or under this many yards. All right. So we'll do Amari Cooper. He's on my fantasy team. So there's 3 lines. There's one for him to get a touchdown, one for a reception, one for receiving yards. Which one do you want?
I just gotta say, I was talking with my parents the other day, and like we were, my dad had some football game on the radio, and my mom asked me, so do you, when we have football on the radio, do you hear anything, or is it just background noise? And it's just background noise to me. Like you were saying shit, but I didn't understand any of it.
This is the best part about the show. We're just worlds away from each other, but there's some intersections. All right, we'll just do receiving yards, make it easy. 59.5 receiving yards, over or under that. Over or under.
Well, what's the average?
For him, let's see. We'll look it up. That's the thing. I do the same thing, too. I look up the average from him, and I think I make a good call, but then the Ravens' defense is just the best thing of all time, and I lose everything. So last game he got 106 receiving yards. The game before that he got 90 receiving yards, and the game before that he got 37. So,
all right, let's say under then. I don't have confidence in this man.
And Amari Cooper, damn. All right, bet. All right, we'll do 3. All right, so we got the under on Amari Cooper. All right, next we'll do, and he's on the Browns. That was a Browns player. All right, Lamar Jackson. We'll do let's do rushing yards. Rushing yards, 49.5 rushing yards on Lamar Jackson. And the average for that, let's see. Let me find it. But yeah, just to give the viewers at home a little context, you have no idea any of the words I'm talking about. These words mean nothing to you whatsoever. There's some people watching this and like, how do you not understand these? But I know. All right. So last game he had 101 rushing yards. Game before that he had 54, and the game before that he had 38. This game it's at 49.5 rushing yards. Over or under?
I'm gonna say over because one of his last games was 101, and that's like the Dalmatians.
All right. If this wins, it's going to be insane. I'm going to put together a Luke parlay every game. I will do it no matter what.
Ultimate wild card.
All right. Last one. We'll do Travis. We'll do 3 to start off. 3. Okay. We'll do rushing plus receiving yards for Travis Etienne Jr. He's on my fantasy team, so I have a dog in this fight. So it's 92.5 combined. So he needs over 100 for both rushing and receiving yards. That doesn't mean anything to you, but it's something. All right. So for rushing, his last game, he had 88 yards rushing, 50 yards receiving. So that's way over. It's like 130 overall. Game before that, he had 40 yards rushing, 2 yards receiving, so 42. Game before that, 77 yards rushing, 27 yards receiving. So 104 yards. He's hit the over before on 92.5. What do you think, Luke?
I guess we can go over, because if you're combining two things, then it's going to be more than just one thing, and this is two things.
All right, Luke. All right, so here's the Luke parlay for the week. Please gamble responsibly if we're doing this. I don't know how this is supposed to work at all.
also use Luke logic responsibly.
Yeah, Luke logic responsibly. We'll put, how much should I'll put like $2 on it. Actually, I'll put 3. Why not?
Damn, you've got confidence.
Big confidence. Should I insure it?
Nah.
All right, let's do it. Okay, Luke parlay for the week. We have lower Amari Cooper receiving yards, 59.5, higher Lamar Jackson rushing yards, 49.5, and higher rushing plus receiving yards, 92.5 for Travis Etienne. That's your Luke parlay of the week. This nobody's gonna see this actually. Yeah,
it'll just be funny to see the results for us.
I guess, yeah. No, we'll see if Luke is the next the next big sports gambler, just vibes alone. Well, we need to make sure, if this goes through, we need to make sure to keep you in the dark for as long as possible about every single football player, just because vibes alone, it works.
We can't have you in the room when there's football playing or anything.
Get out!
Keep him totally oblivious to anything.
Who's that? Wouldn't you like to know?
You think I'd actually care to ask?
Maybe if we get to I feel like if you win, parlays are hard to hit. I can show you all mine. There's
that's why
I've lost some money.
That's how it'll be even funnier if Luke gets that. Just be like,
exactly. I feel like at some point you might get curious if you actually start winning. If you keep losing, then it's just okay, it's whatever.
Throw enough shit against the wall, something will stick.
That's the plan. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So what's the over and under on Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift being together for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks?
I heard that she was together with someone, but I didn't know who that was.
Travis Kelce, football player for the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the best tight ends of all time.
So it makes sense why I don't know them.
Exactly, nerd.
I guess it all just depends on how tight his end is.
Amen.
Tight. But it's very funny because people that actually know football and know who Travis Kelce is, and he's a corny dude, and they're like, he won't work because he's a corny dude. I was like, dude, Taylor Swift is corny. Have you seen that white woman?
Have you heard her introduce a song?
I know. It's like they're a match made in heaven. They're two. This is like every high school football relationship. White dude on the football team with the white woman cheerleader, except the cheerleader is actually not a cheerleader. She's singing.
Captain and I'm on the bleachers.
She's not on the bleachers. She is performing at halftime for millions of dollars. That's her job. And he's also one of the best players to ever play the sport at his position. But they work. I think they work as a couple. 1 minute? Jesus Christ. I feel like we talked about nothing this episode.
We had plenty of monkeys in the first part.
We did.
We had monkeys. We had
monkey.
Goofy politicians.
Yeah, that's true.
We better wrap this shit up.
Well, all right. Well, when this is posted, it's going to be October. So happy October, everybody. Everything is possible. Tune in next week for the next 3 on 2 zone. This was episode 3. Don't say or don't do that.
Episode 4.
No, this is episode 3.
The first one we kind of.
That's episode 0. That's the one that we show whenever I have a sore throat or we just can't do it.
Sorry for the off by 1 error.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens to the best of us. But yeah, like, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. I think that's it.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.